Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Mountain West football season. It's the battle for the trophy. We get to crown the champion of the Mountain West Conference here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's a shotgun run call. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking for some space. It's Boyd. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to scramble. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Checks this down to the running back. Touchdown, Hawaii. Strong game by this quarterback. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a quarterback keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
Hawaii, 7. Fresno State, 0.
And the running back takes the handoff. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. They'll run it here.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8. 1st and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution and a methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaking free at the 35. That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Nice run. He's brought down at the 44.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back, looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Rainbow Warriors will line up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Boyd. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Sticking with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Caught near the sideline. It's Perry. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Who makes the grab?
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up and makes a big play.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And this time it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What an incredible job here by this safety, sitting back in cover 2, almost baits the quarterback to throw this football, jumps it, and comes up with a great interception.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick this away to get the second half going. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. He'll toss it to the back. Crossing the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught for the completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And second down after that completion.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And now it's fumbled. What a decision.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it from the gun. Ball carrier finding open space. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Hawaii. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Hawaii 21, Fresno State 7.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Enough for a first down at the 37. A new set of downs after that completion.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And it's caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. See what the call is on 1st and 10.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught on the outside. It's Moss. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. The short completion of the tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then he's
got room looking for the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. What have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time.
Fresno State, 13.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. He stopped short of the marker towards 4th down now. Rainbow Warriors come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down here for this offense.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running out of time, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Hawaii.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Rainbow's offense back on the field now. Remember last time, went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Hawaii 23, Fresno State 19.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
A pickup of 8. It's now second and goal.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Or it's snapped to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good.
Hawaii 30, Fresno State 19.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Fresno State. This will be fun. Strange things happen. The conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. And all of a sudden, we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. And he's got some open field ahead. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the sideline is going wild. What a moment. A defensive takeaway and a touchdown to take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, I just can't help but think about how much work that both these teams have put in to be in this moment. And for this defense to make that play late in a game like this could be the defining moment, not just of this game, but of the entire season.
Now they get set to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They're going to run it here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the Rainbow Warriors hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Boyd. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense is...
That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The Rainbow Warriors line up with a 1st and goal. Direct snap to the back. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. He's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? Touchdown, Hawaii. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Chris, that's a free ball. Anybody can jump on that. The offense, presence of mind to see it and get on top of that. That's going to be a touchdown. What a play.
The offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresno State offense is back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And out comes the offense set to take over here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Offense getting set. It's second down. We go with a direct snap. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Tackle, but first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll hand it off. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's no good. You missed it. And that miss keeps it a 5-point lead.
Well, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the football. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. The offense decides to just spike the ball here. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. Talk about a perfect ending to a regular season, becoming champions of the Mountain West. They've made their case now. And with the conference championship in tow, it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.